leasehold has become the ultimate con. Now, with the sheer quantity of leaseholder issues and the behaviour of property management agents that I and my team come across weekly, you would think we were experts in this area. But no two cases are the same, and each one is as complicated as the last, if not more so. So my first point is that the system of leasehold is far too complicated. Whether we are looking at WS1 forms, cladding, major works, service charge, transparency, it involves a number of different parties, each with their own interests. And the vast majority end with all avenues being exhausted and the constituent having to seek legal advice. But not everyone has the time to go back and forth with their MP, to raise internal complaints through every mechanism, and then go on to complain to the Ombudsman. Not everyone has the time and resources to seek legal support for their case. There are thousands of leaseholders encountering these issues, and they are completely locked out of accessing support. And past legislation to improve leaseholder rights seems to have added an extra layer of complexity. So any new legislation must simplify the system, not further complicate matters. I just want to put on record my specific concern for leaseholders in housing association buildings. Whilst recent legislation has improved leaseholder rights in privately owned blocks, housing association freeholders have often fallen outside the scope of these reforms. So housing associations must be specifically addressed in future legislation. Now on to the unregulated headache that are management agents. There absolutely needs to be a mechanism of oversight and enforcement. So I welcome the recommendation for an independent regulator, but the regulator needs not just teeth but claws. They need to be able to fine them, remove their licences and prosecute those repeat offenders we know that are gaming the system. Madam Deputy Speaker, I cannot tell you how many cases I deal with where the constituent is just trying to get a response from their property management agent. Frustrated leaseholders are paying for their service through their ever-increasing service charges, and it's simply not right that they are struggling to even get a basic response. Charges climb year on year, but transparency does not climb with them. My constituents ask for a proper breakdown of what they're actually paying for, and too often they get vague figures, unanswered emails, or silence. Broken lifts, unsafe stairwells, communal areas that never get cleaned, and still the bill arrives unchanged and unexplained, and leaseholders have no real power to challenge what they're being charged for. And heaven forbid they actually refuse to pay their service charge because the communication they once begged for comes swiftly in the form of threatening letters to claim the debt. I would like the House to reflect on the fact that this would not be tolerated anywhere else. Ofgem, which isn't even always that great, ordered E.ON Energy to pay £5 million after customers were left waiting on hold for 18 minutes on average, half their calls never even getting through. It was able to fine Maxim Power £1.65 million for poor communication and mishandled accounts. Just this January, a landlord in Harrow was prosecuted and fined £9,000 for failing to provide fire and electrical safety certificates, and a landlord who fails to carry out an annual gas safety check faces an unlimited fine of up to 6 months in prison. And in every single one of those cases, Parliament decided that taking someone's money and failing to deliver a bad service carries real consequences. Yet management agents can take thousands of pounds a year from leaseholders, deliver next to nothing, and walk away with a strongly worded letter. We do not accept that anywhere else in housing law. We cannot keep accepting it here. So an independent regulator must do what they have not been able to do in the past, and that is remove the licences, fine them, and as I said, prosecute them where necessary, because what these organisations have been doing is absolutely criminal.